would you mind just going over a little bit more about what it is that your team's doing, who you guys are helping, what kind of operation you're kind of running with the Rebe Homes team?
Sure, be happy to. Probably the easiest way to describe that is our team. We've got a team of 10, and what we try and strive to do is deliver real estate beyond expectations. Rebe, R-E-B-E. Our last name is Riebensdorf. In my early days, I was a coach. And I was Coach Rebe because Riebensdorf was long.
Okay.
And so it became a nickname. So the Rebe Homes team, that's where that came from. And it really does stand for real estate beyond expectations. And that's why we're intentional about earning trust to a level that people will introduce us to people they care about. And not because they feel obligated, but because they genuinely want somebody to get the best care and advice. And they know what they're going to get when they send somebody there. And the way that we help them is we lead, guide, and protect them, as you mentioned, with what is most often their number one largest asset by far. So it's super, super important. And there's a lot more to it than just the real estate side. People choose to buy and sell for very specific reasons that are really important to them personally. And so we're striving to earn trust through that journey because it is a long-term journey. And we're looking to protect 3 precious assets that we all have, which is time, energy, and money. Everybody's starting somewhere, trying to get somewhere else. Our product happens to be real estate, but the consultation, the 3 things that we do to help people, there are 3 roles that we're always helping somebody in. We consult, then negotiate, and then oversee all the details. What a lot of people probably don't know is there's 12 to 15 different people and entities, companies that need to do something when you're buying or selling. They're not related. Wow. They aren't accountable to each other, but they all have to work together. And when something doesn't go right, it is costly to the buyer or the seller. And so that's what we're always trying to protect from.
Would you say, I guess, that you have a different approach to buying and selling real estate for your clients?
Maybe a different way in how we help them determine what their best options are.
Okay.
And actually, quite frankly, how we choose whether or not and how we can help them. A lot of people will ask, what makes you different? There are 78,000 real estate agents in the state of Arizona.
Goodness.
Only about 35,000 are actually active. 5% of the agents are responsible for about 95% of all the activity. So when somebody asks, what makes you different or what is the difference, I would say that the first thing is how you engage in the consultation that you do and really understanding and asking really good questions to understand what they're trying to accomplish. It would be like a doctor not doing a very full analysis on what you're experiencing and what you're looking to accomplish. And since it is a single largest asset, it's not just let's go look at houses, let's go open some doors, or let's put a sign in the yard and go for a really high price. There are just a lot of really moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts in real estate.
Do you feel like a lot of the clients who you've worked with are shocked by the amount of questions that you ask and maybe have never been asked those kind of questions before when working with a real estate agent?
So we'll start out with questions that are not real estate related at all, because in some cases it may be that they shouldn't sell, or it's not a good time to buy, or there's something that needs to occur that's in their best interest. I have somebody that I'm helping right now, and I've known his family for 15 years, and his dad passed away, and he just is not in the right head space to make a really good decision. But to just say that, we help them discover what's important to that. And so in a lot of ways it is counseling, but in other ways it's just being a good human being. If I were to say about the team that I built, I had a very specific thing I wanted to occur, and that is to always be there for the client. And that means you can't be in a mind of scarcity and worried about your commission and worried about getting the deal, because getting the deal is counterproductive to putting all the pieces together, creating a good strategy, and giving really good, solid advice that leads to trust so that people say, yep, these are the ones. You might not want to hear what they have to say, but it's probably what you need to hear so you make a good decision.